unfortunately if it wasn't bad enough that the Bears are struggling as a team, as an offense, they're going through one of the most tumultuous Septembers that I can ever remember. And I'm just curious, you played 14 years in the league. You were on some really great teams. You were on some teams that struggled. Can you offer me some inside perspective, some players' perspective on when things are falling apart the way that they feel like they are in Chicago? How do you, as a professional football player, handle that? Get your business done while trying to block out that noise. And any perspective on that would be very welcome.
Yeah, I think it's hard. I think what they're going through right now, especially this early in the season, where we've only played 2 games, is pretty interesting in that regard. I think in times like this is where you need player leadership, right? You need some of those veterans that have been around for a while, that have the voice of the locker room, they have the ear of the locker room, that can say, hey, boy, we got to block all this out, fellas. Like, we cannot let our season go down the drain before we even play our 3rd game. And, it's easier said than done. I think a big challenge that they have in Chicago is a lot of their more veteran presence guys just got there, right? The DJ Moores, the TJ Edwards, the Tremaine Edmonds. I mean, a lot of their established veteran, highly successful individual players did not grow up in that program. They did not cut their teeth in that program. They've kind of added them to a bunch of young players. I mean, even, at the quarterback position with Justin Fields, he's only in year 3, right? He's still kind of getting his feet under him. So I think it's going to take some leadership coming to the top here and take control of this. Everyone looks to say, the coaches, and yes, the coaches have a responsibility in that, but the locker room leadership at tough times is what allows some teams to weather these storms and come out the other side. And it's why some teams drown. It's why some teams just never can find their way out, because they don't really have that kind of North Star to say, okay, guys, this is our plan going forward. Follow me. Here's what we're going to do. And they got a lot of really good guys in that locker room. It's just a matter of who's going to stand up, who's going to be that guy that's going to take charge. And I think they're going through a little bit of that transition right now with all the roster turnover. They're still trying to have guys kind of find their footing within the organization and, get comfortable with their new teammates and all that. And that takes time. It's unfortunate this turmoil has happened so early in the season. I think if it happens, in December, by that time, guys have kind of found their way, right? They've kind of established themselves a little bit. So they've got to get it under control before it spirals. And, they have issues internally, they have issues externally. They got coaches leaving, injuries, not a business for the faint of heart. Everyone understands what they signed up for, players, coaches alike. And the teams that can handle the scrutiny, the teams that can handle the pressure, can handle the ups and downs, are the teams we see play consistently well and sustain some level of success. So they've got their work cut out for us. I mean, no better chance than to get it right against the defending Super Bowl champs. But they definitely have had a tough week.